Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, episode 53, and talk about a tear that Theo's been on, with the exception of the last episode. Last episode, we went to Oakland and played against the A's and got swept in all three games. And but Theo himself has been doing quite well. He has 33 home runs already for the season. He has a 11-game hitting streak, and now we go on the road now to the West Coast. We continue on the West Coast, now going further south in California to Anaheim to play against Mike Trout and the Los Angeles of Anaheim Angels. I'll say that 10 times fast. So we go ahead and get to game one of this series. There you see the lineups for them. Trout, Abar, Hamilton, Trombone, and of course Pujols in that lineup. And of course there you see the Cardinals lineup: Freeze, Bonds there in batting third, Holiday batting fifth, Yanni and Molina batting sixth. So it's going to be a great matchup between these two teams. They almost have identical records to one another, both leading their divisions respectively in the National League Central and the American League West. So top of the first, 2 outs, no score, and there you see Bonds hits that one and slaps that one right past and over the head of the pitcher there to now have the bases loaded and put pressure onto the Angels pitcher there to try to get some work in and try to get the outs there for the Angels. So now he has a 12-game hitting streak now underneath his belt. So 3-0 now, top of the second there you see, and there Bonds gets on base again for the second time in this ball game, and moving the runner over. So first inning they batted around, and to be able to for Bonds to come back up again the second inning here in this at bat, and there you see a nice base hit right there, safely aboard to get a single there at that at bat. So top of the fifth now, score 3-2, nobody on board, 1 out, 1-2 pitch. The pitch, and it's deep, it's gone. Home run. That is Bonds' 34th home run of the season. And I believe he has now around 62, 63 RBIs for the season there. And then you see Angels fans are like, wow, he is on a tear. If they've seen anything from the Cincinnati game, he was on fire. And, of course, now he is definitely doing some damage here in this game. We'll see in the replay here, he gets all that ball. He sees every inch of that ball coming across the plate and gets it in the perfect timing there, hitting that ball 434 feet deep from home plate there for a home run. So we'll go back to the game. Score now tied 4-all in the top of the seventh with 1 out. And there you see Bonds slaps that one right past the pitcher again. And this time he gets on board safely with this at bat. So I believe now Bonds is now 4 for 4 for the day, and what a hitting tear he is having right now in this game. Not so much like he was in the Cincinnati game, bringing in home or RBIs, but definitely getting underneath the skin of the pitcher. There you see another at bat here in the ninth, and this one hits off the wall, and Bonds is able or is trying to get a double. But of course his speed is not there to help him out there to get the double. But he does go deep and hits off the wall, and that's his 5th hit of the ball game. So he's 5 for 5 for the day, and we end up winning the game 6-4. Bonds 5 for 5, an RBI, and 3 runs produced by him in this game. But of course the player of the game, Mr. 5 for 5, Mr. Perfect right there, Theo Bonds, 5 for 5 for the day, an RBI and a home run, hitting his 34th home run of the season and helping out with the win, 6-4 win against the Angels. So definitely, I mean, this kid, I mean, just I haven't got really get a chance to talk to him, but other players like Matt Holliday and them say that this kid is on a tear, and he's just playing out of his mind right now. Pitchers don't know what to do, don't know really how to handle him. He's almost like his cousin Barry, but minus the roids. So we'll go ahead and get to game 2 of this series, and we'll go to his first at bat here. Top of the first, nobody on board, 2 outs, 1-0 pitch. This one is going deep. This one's going back, and this one is out. A long out right there. I almost thought that ball was going to be another floater like it was in Cincinnati, but that one is out. So we'll go down to the top of the 4th here. Nobody on board, no score, 1 out. And Bonds slaps that one past the infield there and gets a single there. So now his hitting streak is alive still with 13 games now. He has a 13-game hitting streak now for him so far this season. So he's well above his season high, which was, I believe, like I said, it was 10. So we'll go ahead now to top of the 6th, runner on first, and there you see that one's gone. Home run, his 35th home run of the ball game, or 35th home run of the season. His first one in this ball game, his second one of the series so far. And talk about a season for this guy. I almost said 35th home run of the ball game. I mean, that would be just be even more better. But no, it's his 35th home run of the season. This kid is on fire right now. He is definitely leading home runs in the majors right now as a rookie. And overall, there you see in the replay, that ball is long gone. And that one is another souvenir for a fan out there. So we go top of the 8th. The score 3-2. We're trailing by 1, 2 outs. And there you see Bonds breaks his bat and hits this one right to the pitcher there for that easy out. So Bonds breaks the bat, saws off some wood there against the pitcher, and gets thrown out there by the pitcher there for his last at bat. So there you see final score. We lose this one 4-2. Bonds 2 for 4 for the day, 2 RBIs and a home run in this ball game. So we move on to the last game of the series. But wait a minute, we got a trade update. The Cardinals just traded David Abar for Royals right fielder Jeff Francoeur. Oh my goodness, what is the deal? So we got a trade between the two teams that live on I-70 in the state of Missouri. I think my buddy Steve would enjoy. I don't think he would enjoy that trade, but I think he would say that I had this game rigged for that. No, Steve, I did not rig it. So now we have Jeff Francoeur helping us out in the outfield. So apparently we needed some help in the outfield, and I believe Francoeur is going to be playing right field. So that's going to be a big upgrade for our outfield. So now we go ahead and go to Game 3. The series, the last final game of the series. Top of the first, 1 out, runner on first, and there you see a change up there outside. Bonds, what was you thinking there on that play? Not doing too well when it comes to trying to hit the ball. The change, especially going out of the zone there, he went chasing for that one, and which caused him to strike out. So top of the 4th now, 4-0 is the score. Nobody on board, no outs. The 1-1 pitch coming, and there you see Bonds slaps that one again to the pitcher, and the pitcher unable to get a good handle of it. And so Weaver now gives up a hit to Bonds. And he continues his hitting streak now with 14 games now. So he's getting red hot in his hitting streak and in his home runs. We'll see if he can try to get a home run in this game. So top of the 6th, nobody on board, no outs, 0-2 pitch. This one gets slapped to the third baseman for the easy out. So Bonds gets out once again. Excuse me, for that at bat. So top of the 7th now. 6-2 is the score. nobody on board, or excuse me, one runner on first and 2 outs, but he gets hit that time, plunked. And was that a way of saying, hey, you're not going to get another hit off me. I'm just going to put you on board, see what you can do with your legs. So there you see Bonds not losing his temper, but hopefully maybe he can lose his temper in another way by hitting a home run. And here we go, bottom of the 9th here, and Bonds gets thrown out with that hit right there to the shortstop there to get that routine play. So there you see Weaver gets the win for this ball game and is able to, in a collaborative effort, slow down Bonds with his hot bat for this game. And then you see the Anaheim Angels coming out and congratulating themselves. So they win the game with a final score of 6-2. And we end up losing the series 2-1 against the Angels. So we get a win. We stop our losing streak for just a while. Now we're back to losing again with 2 games, losing the last 2 games of this series against the Angels, which is a interleague game. So we'll see what we can do with the next series coming up, which will be back at home. And then you see Chris Iannetta is named the player of the game for the Angels. So there you see our score, our current record right now, 54-31. And there you see we're getting ready for a training exercise. So you see 35 home runs, 63 RBIs, and 359 average for the season. And he has 2 of 4 goals already met. Of course, that I'm sure it's going to be RBIs and home runs he'll have to achieve for the last 2 goals. But we'll see what he can do in the next episode when we head back home in episode 54 and we play against the Brewers, who are currently leading right now with I believe we're leading them somewhere around 8 to 10 games. We're leading that in that division, so we'll see what we can do against them in that next episode. So as always, you guys, leave your comments and questions, anything like that, there in the comment section, and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr there in the description. The links there are down below. As always, you guys, come on back for another episode here of MLB Road to the Show with Theo Bonds here on MLB 13. As always, you guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.